Right, here we are at Pulteney Grammar School Fields. They're setting up now. I've been moved off several times from wherever I've tried to settle myself. They're very officious here, giving orders. I think. Look, I hope to be up there. Look at that. Look at that. That's the big. That's where you want to be. That's where you want to get the stadium. So I've ended up out at Mount Barker, which is an hour away, and then in the car another 15 minutes out into the sticks. When I started seeing sheep, I knew I was in trouble. So that's where I'm staying. So it takes an hour and 15 minutes to get here. It's all right today because it starts at 10. This is just a registration and warm up, but it's going to be tough to get here at 8 o'clock in the morning, I can tell you that. All right, well, I'll keep you informed. It's only practice today, registration and checking the bow, which I'm always really good at. I've always been good at having my bow checked. I hold it well, and I pull it back well when I have to show the poundage, which we know now is definitely 56, so I'm well within the limit. If I see Pat here, from Pat's Archery, I'm going to ask him how to get that up to 58. All right, see you later.
Here is Greg. He's in his outfit for Adelaide Championships.
And cut. Hello James, you out of bed yet? I don't think you are because we haven't heard from you.
We don't reckon you got out of bed. So how did you go, Brett? What did you shoot in the first round?
First end at 60 and over 283.
283, I got 286. We hear that Pat Coughlin only got 286, so we're hot on his heels.
I had a bad end though, I had 2 8s and a 9.
It was dreadful. He collapsed.
Shocking, I collapsed.
He collapsed like a Thailand supermarket building.
Look at Ladyboy in Thailand with ping pong.
It was terrible.
And then I collapsed at my 50.
Collapsed at the 50 as well. You fell apart like a Chinese business suit.
I did.
All right then, well...
That's okay, we'll bring it back at the 40 and
yeah.
smash them.
I'm not sure what I got. I got a perfect end at 50, and I got a gold end. So I'm going to cross all my crosses and go for the badges. So all you can do now, Brett's go for the badges.
No, absolutely. But I'm looking forward to field. That's okay.
Okay, let's have a look. Look at everybody there. Look at them all. Field. He's challenging me in field now. All right then. So we'll get back with the scores after this end when we find out what they are. So here I am with Bob Weldon, one of our fans. He watches us all the time. It's unbelievable. Down in South Australia. The bad news is that I was coming second after the second round, and then the wind came up really bad at 40, and I blew it completely with a 279. Ended up coming fourth. But Bob is still...
I stayed in second place all day.
Second place all day.
Yep, in the veteran class, the old guys.
True champion. What will we do without our fans? And I'm sure that Bob will tell you that he wouldn't be the archer he is without us giving him those tips that you give. That's it. It's our tips. It's the tips that we give them. Absolutely. See you later.
Yeah, see you later. Bye-bye.
Right, Tyrone, how did you go yesterday?
Reasonably well considering the wind.
What are you talking about? What do you call reasonably well? There's nothing. Well, there's something better than gold.
Oh, yeah, okay, so I won. I thought you just meant the quality of my archery, which is...
Not interested in quality of
It's the
archery.
most important thing. Medals
Oh, sorry.
mean nothing.
Say that again?
Medals mean nothing. If they were real gold, I would donate them to charity.
Really? That's the kind of man you are.
No, you just need to do your best and take on all conditions, as we will today: lightning, hail, rain.
There is lightning. What advice have you got for us?
Stay next to someone bigger than you.
Oh, I'm in big trouble then. I'm in big trouble.
I'll stay with you, mate. Get that bow up real high.
That's right.
Okay? Melissa's going to be right.
How did you go yesterday, Melissa?
I just don't want to talk about it.
I see that injury on your chin hasn't healed up either. Right, so it's chaos out there. It's chaos. He's burnt her fingers too on the coffee. Look.
I was just going to say, did you get any of the thunder and lightning?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to go out there
I
now.
don't think we will get...
It's absolute chaos. So I'm going to go and show everybody. It's coming down. So yesterday the wind killed me, 2nd place to 4th place in the last end. It was an absolute disaster, but look at it out here today. At least it wasn't raining yesterday. There was a massive thunder strike just a minute ago. It looks like it could be clearing up over that way. That's south that way there, and the wind is coming from over that way. Yes, absolute chaos. And here's Steve Jennison, our famous captain, coach, manager. He's everything to us. What do you got? You got any hints for us today, Steve, in this weather?
I've looked at the weather forecast and the radar, and it looks like we might be getting some rain later on today.
Oh, we're going to get rain later on.
Yeah, I believe so.
Good call, good call. You got an umbrella at least, the old blue and white umbrella.
I've got this out so I can attract the lightning away from all my competitors.
Exactly. Well, I'm more likely to be hitting anyone else.
Yeah, true.
No last minute advice? Shooting in the rain?
The Pokey's pub's down the road here, I think, and they open fairly soon, and I think they've got a fire and beer, so it seems like the place to go.
Yeah, that's good advice. All right.
Training.
Okay, that's it. We'll see you when we start shooting. Here's the famous Brett Morgan. How did you go yesterday, Brett? What was your final placing?
Pretty devastating. I finished 18th, but my first national.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
That's pretty good. Now, Brett, it's
Greg did a lot better, so I cried last night myself asleep.
good on you. It's absolutely devastating, the conditions out here. I mean, it's like we're waiting for a lightning strike to take one of us out. But Brett's fully prepared. He's going to go through his kit and what he's got here to be able to handle these conditions. So what do you got for us, Brett?
I've got some secret agricultural innovations for the rain today.
Yes.
A Chinese food bag.
Excellent. And that's
And-
high quality too, that Chinese bag.
But there's a secret innovation underneath that.
Yep.
I'll reveal it later.
All right then. And look
we've
at
got
this.
A secret. This is a bag my hat came in yesterday, and it's still got my name on it.
Look at that.
It's a secret innovation.
It's a signature bag.
Yeah,
It's
right.
signed.
And today, my secret tool
Oh, a hand grenade.
is my little air
no.
rocket.
Look at that. That's how he's going to clear his peep.
Clear my peep today.
That's amazing. Who would bring one of them to a tournament?
Only a photographer.
And what else have you done to make sure that you're going to do better today? Did you
I've added another 6 ounces of weight on the front of my stabiliser.
another
to get
six.
A bit more weight.
another 6 ounces there on the beautiful bee stinger?
And she's going to go good today.
All right,
I'm
so
feeling positive. I want to place at least 17th today, not 18th.
excellent. Good goal.
Just one better.
All right then.
I want to beat Greg today, really.
Oh, he wants to beat me today. He wants to beat me today. All right then, if that's your goal, that's the highest you can attain, good on you. I'm going to try and beat me today too. Okay, here we are. Got 5 minutes till practice. And I wish I was standing next to this guy in the wind yesterday on his leeward side. All right then. So, what's your name?
Amon.
Amon. It's Amon. Look at the beard on Amon. It is beautiful.
Keep it going.
That is a 100% Australian beard. All right, now we finally found out what's the secret under this Chinese plastic bag. We're going to have a look now. Brett Morgan has taken it. He had to take it out eventually, but now we're going to find out what it is. So let's hand it over to Brett.
When growing up on a farm, you get to be agricultural. So last night I found a little bit of clear plastic.
This is
Could I
amazing.
just say on behalf of the organising
Hold that.
committee and the judges and the field crew, thank you to all those archers who came out and helped put target faces on the butts. It's much appreciated.
Already said that. All right, and continue.
So I've got agricultural, found some clear plastic. I made this to keep
at
the
that.
rain out of my scope. Insulation tape and clear plastic.
Oh, look at that. I'll be over at Brett's place. It's a bit late, I guess, tomorrow to get one of them for myself. But that is unbelievable.
You'd be proud of that, Jimmy?
Actually, Jimmy, you could market that. You could just market those, maybe $20. Bit of electrical tape
I reckon
and some
today
plastic.
you could charge 100.
Yeah, oh, you could. Good job. We'll think about marketing that one under the produce label.
Absolutely.
This is absolute insanity. It's like we're at the Antarctic trying to get to the South Pole, which has moved anyway. We all know the South Pole's moved. Look that up. The poles are moving. That's probably what's causing global warming. But at the moment we are in big trouble here. We're all huddled under a tent trying to keep out of this weather. It's just like a cyclone here. It's unbelievable. I'm just going to give you a quick look at all the people cowering under shelter. Look at them all, look at them. That's Brett Morgan! You wouldn't read about it, would you?
I got a 41!
This guy jumps up in all the places you don't want him. Expect him. Expect him. Look at it now. It's a disaster out there. Look at that. Jimi's scope's fallen over into the mud, but I'm leaving it out there in the rain to clean it up. Look at them over there huddling. Look at it. It's just chaos. They're probably going to cancel the event anyway, so I shot it too, so I don't think it really matters. But we're just going to stay in here and try and be safe. Okay, they're having lunch now, so no, it's facing this way. They're having lunch now, so I'm going to interview some of my friends. I have Jersey here from Melbourne, and his friend Chang Yang from China, who doesn't speak a word of English. I was shooting with him on the practice field for 4 or 5 ends, and I was talking to him the whole time, and he didn't say a word to me, and I was asking him these arrows, these faces. I thought I'd offended him in some way and he didn't want to talk to me. Then I find out later he doesn't speak a single word of English. So we're going to get an interpreter to find out what's going on here. So Jersey's going to interpret as we interview Chang Yang right now. Oh, and there we go. Chang Yang. Say, ni hao. Ni hao. Okay, so there's Jersey. Now, Jersey, ask him where he comes from in China. Beijing. I know. Everybody knows Beijing. And what kind of arrow does it? What kind of arrow bow does he shoot? Recurve bow. Excellent. And how long has he been shooting for?
He's been shooting for 5 years.
5 years. And is he visiting family or friends here, or is he on some world tour or something like that?
您现在在周游世界呢，还是跟和朋友一起周游世界，世界各国玩比赛，旅游 traveling around the world with friends, sightseeing, competitions, and just having a lot of fun.
So it's a bow holiday. Tell him that, bow holiday.
所以是射箭假期嘛。射箭假期，边射箭边旅游边玩。It is a bow holiday.
That's very
shooting, traveling, having fun.
That's very exciting. Tell him we have someone in our club that goes to that Chinese competition with the old bow up near Tibet. Well, you know what that one's called?
I actually know what that one is. Yeah.
Quiet, please, she's talking.
Oh, so sorry. Yeah, so sorry. An announcement. 15 minutes. This is a sport of announcements. There's more announcements in this sport than any other sport. You've got no idea. It's incredible. Okay, we're going to say goodbye now. We're going to say zaijian. See you later. Right, look what I've discovered here. Look at this, is amazing. Jimi's scope's fallen over. Fallen out like that, fallen over a couple of times in the wind. But look at this here, look. You've got your scope here, and down here we've got a snake rope attached down to a peg at the bottom, which holds it open so it won't fall over. As opposed to mine, what I did with mine over here was I stretched the legs out, really stretched those legs out so it wouldn't fall over again. But I thought I'd leave it out in the rain too. Look, I'll buy him another one if it's wrecked. But well, you know, what can you do? You're at the Nationals. They're going to start again now. They've had lunch, so good luck to us. Okay, there he is. Every time I turn it on, he's there. He's like a magpie. All right then, I got an equipment failure because the scope holder that blew up last week, it came undone. So I had to shoot 2 arrows in front of everybody. And I shot 241 out of 360. The recurve guy beat me. So I've tightened up the scope now. Now we're down to 70. It's just been an absolute disaster. This is what archery is all about. Disaster after disaster after disaster. Thank you very much.
Alright guys, so that is part 1 of Greg's National Shoot. So make sure you stay tuned for part 2 because there's a lot more to come, let me tell you. So make sure you hit the like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, it should be right there. And if you want, there's yesterday's video right there. So if you want to see yesterday's video, hit that button too. Alright guys, so hit all the buttons you can, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video.